So I go over to my brother-in-law's house, and Nathan had two best friends. One of them wanted to move to Craig, or not Craig. One of them moved to Denver, and the other one, I think, might have actually went to Craig. I don't remember. He went someplace else. No, maybe I think he went to Montana. And anyway, we were over there fishing, and they stayed the night in a tent, and it got cold. It didn't freeze the lake, it got cold. So we're over there fishing. The guy's telling me how he had the best time of his life fishing in a cold environment, and it was the coldest night he ever spent. Was the other thing the other one said. So anyway, we're out there fishing and stuff, and I'm here talking with these guys, and we were just having a blast. My nephew was being an idiot. So anyway, we hit the canyons out there and all the little streams and river and stuff like that. Now, anyway, Nathan was telling me when I used to call him and we would talk on the phone, and he said, you got an aviator. I said, it's a navigator. Well, he was an engineer, and I was talking about before the cars had speakers in the doors on them. I said, we need to go ahead and design a system that could run your car off your stereo, your car speakers off your stereo, and use it as a phone. He said it wouldn't work. I said, it just needs an app. I don't know how to do it. Well, he said it won't work. It's been, that was happened to be in the 90s or even in the 80s. I think that was probably 19. I need to know how old Nathan is. When I find out how old Nathan is, I can figure out what time frame it was and get a better idea. But anyway, to make a long story short, is this guy was telling me that I did not know what car I was driving, that I wasn't smart enough to go in the back and look at the design name on it. I go, dude, do you think I'm that dumb to not know what the car I was driving? And we get to his house and everything else, and Leslie did not like Rob, or Laura did not like Rob. She didn't like Leslie either. She liked Vanessa, but she didn't like Erica either. It was kind of funny. Laura didn't have too many people in my family that she really liked. And I told Nathan, I said, you didn't think I was smart enough to go around and read that? Or did you just think that I can't read? I wonder what he thinks now about missing out on the opportunity of designing something like that, because every damn car around since the early 80s has those speakers in the door that I was talking about. I was talking about it before there weren't any cars with speakers in doors. Oh my God. I should have had different friends. I knew Bill Gates. We didn't like each other. He worked at Kimtronics with me. Said he wanted to go up north. He actually invited me to go with him and work on his project with him. He said, you do much better up there than you would down here. I said, yeah, but my family's down here. I said, I figured you were a family person. He said, I'm not a family person. I'm kind of a loner. I said, yeah, I got that. I liked the guy. I used to sit there and listen to him for hours. I mean, that guy was just, he would open his mouth and you'd go, wow. So if they didn't have any speakers in the car doors and stuff, they would have with Bill Gates around. Anyway, that was a short-lived time in my life. I mean, yeah, I love my family. Yeah, I love my nephew, Rob, and Leslie, and the kids and everything. I loved Erica. I mean, she had a big old crush on me. Vanessa, I did not really understand all that well. Vanessa was kind of different. Erica was easy to figure out. But anyway, Yeah, it was just kind of a trip to live in that lifetime. And Paul Seeling had a sister that was kind of pretty, kind of smart, but the family was just kind of, they were all a little bit off. I didn't understand what was wrong with them. I knew Paul had epilepsy and everything else, but I did not know that what was doing it. I thought they were just sick. Now his sister asked me out a ton of times. Hey, when are you gonna hang out with me? And the parents, I don't even think would have cared if I wanted to spend the night with her. But it's just kind of funny that was going on back then with the adults and the parents and stuff and everything. And I went out here and ended up with Randy. With that rock formation down there, it's pretty cool. I wasn't going to record anything, but I thought about my cousin and everything. It's an aviator. She said there's only been like 80 navigators ever built. Nathan, it's a navigator. Laura wanted it because she wanted to find more grocery space when we go shopping. So anyway, I haven't talked to that side of the Braun family since about the year 2000. It's been a long time since I talked to him. Honestly, I did not like him. Nathan was a spoiled, rotten little brat. There's a couple of times where I had to bail him out. The one time when he disrespected the Mexicans over there, I said, Nathan, they're not going to mess around with you. You do that again, you might not be around anywhere. I don't know what he said. He said, oh, they're too stupid to do anything. I said, no, they're not. He was just, I don't know. I kind of want to call him, but I kind of don't. I kind of wonder if his name hasn't changed or anything else. It was in 105 when Randy went in there. Almost a half hour. I was going to be in his situation. Part of me wants to go home. Part of me wants to stay here. I think if I could do one thing and do it over again, I would have never left England and I would have never left Diana. I think that's the biggest mistake of my life. But look what I got. Lightning strikes. Randy came up to me today and just gave me a big old hug, and I'm like, what is that for? He usually doesn't do that. He does sometimes. He just said, did you miss me? He said, no. So I gave him the perverted peace sign, where you flip somebody off and you flip it around and show the index finger and peace. So, anyway, this has happened in my life and everything, and I'm over here in Craig. Put in my deposits from my other bank account, and I put in my bank account, and they said I could use it, so I'm going to get in my bank account one day, and it's going to be like there's, like, enough money where I could buy a car, buy what I want, and then turn around and buy a house. I think Randy just wants an upgrade. But yeah, it's just kind of sad the way things turned out. I've lost 2 families over the years. Actually 3 if you count the Brahms, but the Brahms, I guess they were my sister's family. I lost my dad. I lost my sister. I outlived everybody. Well, I think I'm going to see if I can't find a death certificate on my sister if I don't have any more money in the bank in the next week or so. If I do, then I don't need it. But that's what's going on. I think Nathan was a very spoiled kid and sharp enough to get things done, but not sharp enough to really see the whole picture. Which is kind of a danger this day and age. It almost looks like a school. Back over in the corner by the tree. Very interesting rock. Oh, it's a nice sculpture, probably. Somebody went in there, but cut. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and record this stuff and everything, and I'm going to blow up my YouTube channel. See if I can't make some money off of it. And then I'm going to do the earned stuff from YouTube, which is about as good as everybody else's, or better. I don't think I'm done with the AdSense. I think when I start getting an income again and get out of the debt. I'm not in debt, but I don't have a whole lot of money. And then I'll go ahead and do that. Now, I changed the bank accounts on there so they could only get into the Union Bank when they can't get into the Mountain Valley. So it's going to stay the same for a while because I'm not going to use it. And then I bought a nickel, a Tesla last night, 11/11.